to search the bowels of hell, but I found someone who'll make 'em remember. You may give the blood, but I'll give the glory, and that beer is my ticket home.
Walking down the street at 9:45.
All right, this is the premiere episode. You are listening to Scare Talk. I am Danny. I'm sitting here with my buddy Joel.
Hello, guys.
And we are here to give you guys some horror movie talk. We decided to do this podcast about, 5 days ago?
Yeah, less than a week ago, officially.
And, what happened was I was listening to some podcasts myself and realized, man, this would be fun, and ours would probably be better than everybody else's. So we decided to jump in the podcast game. Me and Joel know each other. How long have we known each other?
10, 11 years?
Yeah.
Since 2008, 2009?
Yeah.
Can't believe it's been that long. But
And we used to work at a little place called Hollywood Video.
you guys might have heard of it.
Yeah, back in the heyday of movie rentals.
Yeah.
Some of you, I think they call it Generation Y these days.
I don't even know anymore.
Some of you 25 and younger might not know what we're talking about, but that's where we used to work, where you could rent a movie, bring it home, and put it in your DVD player or even VHS.
Yeah. VCR.
And then you would have to bring it back for someone else to rent.
If it was a VHS, you'd have to rewind it before you brought it back.
Yeah, and I hear you would get charged if you didn't rewind it.
That was the theory, anyway.
Okay, well, enough of that. We are here for our first episode. Since it's January 2020, we decided we would talk about all the upcoming releases for horror for this year.
Our most anticipated.
Yes, the ones we're most looking forward to. We're going to talk about, what are we going to do, 5 each?
Yeah.
5 each?
Yeah, 5 each.
Okay.
They're going to be different titles, so it's going to be a
Yes.
10 most anticipated.
Yes.
But yeah, 5 each.
All right, so let's get it started. Joel, what are you looking forward to?
So, the one, my number one most anticipated, honestly, is The Conjuring. Colon, The Devil Made Me Do It. It's kind of a strange title for a Conjuring movie. But
great, stupid title.
yeah, you know what? I'm excited for it. I love the Conjuring movies.
Tell us about that one a little bit.
It stars the two main characters from the Conjuring movies.
They're
actresses.
back?
Yeah, they're back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they'll be back for this one. Actress is Vera Farmiga. She was in The Conjuring 1 and 2, and she's also been in Departed and Running Scared, which...
Oh, Running Scared.
Yeah, that was a really good movie.
That's a good one.
And Patrick Wilson, the actor, is also in The Conjuring 1 and 2, and he was also in Phantom of the Opera and the Watchmen movie.
And wasn't he in Lakeview Terrace?
He was. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even have that on my list here. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
That's a really good movie.
Yeah.
The first two were directed by James Wan. He is not coming back for this one, which is worrying me a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially since the director directed The Curse of La Llorona,
Oh,
which came out
I heard
last
that.
year.
I didn't even see that. I heard that.
I didn't either, but
sucked.
it was apparently in the Conjuring universe as well. So that's different. That one comes out September 11th.
Okay.
Of this year.
Wow.
My birthday month. So
Quite a date.
yes.
Okay, so why are you excited for that one?
I really like the Conjuring movies. I like most of those in the universe. Conjuring 1 and 2 are really good. Annabelle Creations was another really good movie.
Yeah.
Annabelle 1 not so much, but
yeah.
And then Annabelle Comes Home was also decent. So yeah, I just think I'm hoping it's going to be good. I don't know with the director. It's
Did you hear anything about the
hit or
plot?
miss.
Because I think I know a little bit. If we want to go into that a little bit.
You can go into it. I don't.
Okay.
I just put that it was the third installment in the Conjuring universe. I didn't.
Okay.
really look into that one too much.
So, this is what I heard, and I think it kind of goes with the title.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that it's like a courtroom drama where someone is using the defense that the devil made them do it.
Okay.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
So,
all right. I mean, it worked. It's worked in the past.
yeah.
With that one
Exorcism of
Exorcism
Emily Rose.
Rose. Yeah.
Yeah. That one was good.
Yeah, it was. So if it's, I don't know if it stays close to that, I guess
Yeah.
it could be good. It's going to be definitely different if that's
Right.
the route they take.
Yeah.
But
And I don't know if it's necessarily going to be a courtroom drama or
Mm-hmm.
like, if any of it will take place in a courtroom. But it from what I understand, it's about a guy who, or a girl, I don't know if it's a girl,
don't be sexist.
being, yeah, girls can kill people too.
Equal opportunity.
Being charged with something, and the defense is that the devil did it or
Mm-hmm.
made him do it.
Yeah.
So that's what I understand.
It's going to stick in court, right?
Yeah, it's a very good defense.
Yeah.
I'm sure the jury will not convict based on that. But I'm wondering if, like, maybe the, like, ghost hunters or whatever they're called, don't they have, like, a title?
Oh, yeah. Well, they're professors at a
Oh, that's right.
university.
They are
But yeah, I'm not entirely. I mean, if it's
They have a
quote, based
title,
on a
I
true
can't
story like
remember.
the other ones were, apparently, it might. They'll take it from one of their old cases,
Yeah.
see if it's actually a legit
Yeah.
thing that they're actually. You know what? I did hear a little bit because Annabelle Comes Home kind of set up. There was like a wolf man or
What?
something in Annabelle Comes Home, and I heard that it could be based off of it's basically a spin-off of that character in Annabelle Comes Home, because
Okay.
Annabelle Comes Home is basically just a bunch of spin-offs that they could make movies into.
Oh.
There was
okay.
at least
I hadn't seen that one.
at least 3 of them that they could make spin-offs into. So
Okay. All right. So I'm wondering if, like, these ghost hunters or whatever they call themselves will
paranormal
be.
investigators.
Yes, that's
think.
what I was.
Yeah.
I think that's what they call them.
PI.
Yeah, the PI. If they're gonna be like the defense, like the witnesses, or someone to hopefully acquit this person.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right. So the Conjuring movies, I feel like there's so many of them in such a short amount of time. The Conjuring, the first one,
Yeah, they
Do you know when
released
that came
basically
out?
one a year.
yeah,
I want to say like 2013, 2014,
Conjuring.
been-
2013.
2013, and I think Annabelle came before that one. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
That one, yeah. Yeah, that was a mess. But yeah, I think that one came out right before it. But
No,
or
you're
right after.
incorrect.
I am. Oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
that's
2014.
Never, it's never gonna happen
2014.
again.
2014 for Annabelle. And then Annabelle Comes Home just came out last year, and Annabelle Creation was 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And then there was The Nun,
Yeah,
Curse of La Llorona,
yeah, and
So,
Conjuring 2.
Conjuring 2,
Yeah.
Conjuring 3.
So within
there's been a
6 years, 7. It'll be 7 years
There's been
this year.
yeah, there's been like
5,
8?
6, yeah, yeah,
8. Yeah.
kind of a lot. So,
Hey, as long as they're good,
so I did really like the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked the hide and seek game, the like clapping,
Clap.
the clap hide and seek or whatever.
Yeah.
That'd be super hard to play. I would not find anybody.
It's like Marco Polo in the pool, right? Is that
Yeah, and I'm not
pretty
good at
much.
that either. So I really like the first one. The second one, I know you like the second one.
I love
right?
the second one. I love
Yeah.
the first two. Yeah,
I
they're both really good.
I thought the second one was okay. That's the one with the like that spinning toy with the tall guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I thought he was.
which
pretty.
they're supposed to be making a spinoff of that too at some point.
Gosh. I always felt like that guy was kind of lame.
when they actually show like the CGI of him, yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty lame.
Yeah,
but
yeah. It ruined it for me. I don't even remember anything else about that movie. I was just turned off by that.
Oh man. Well, that's where the nun came from.
Oh yes, I do remember the nun. Yes, I do remember the nun in that. And then Annabelle. I didn't see Annabelle.
Yeah,
The
it's
first.
not great. So
Annabelle Creation, awesome. That's definitely my favorite out of the ones that I've seen, and probably one of my favorite, just overall horror films of the last few years that I've seen, because I just watched it last year.
yeah, I think 2017. Yeah, it was definitely one of the best. That was the year Chapter 1 came out. It was a pretty decent year for horror.
Okay.
But yeah, so it was really good. It was definitely one of my favorites for sure of the universe.
Okay. So there you have it with Conjuring 3. You said September
11th. Yeah,
All right, sweet.
2020.
Okay, so what I'm most excited for is Halloween Kills. Of course.
Yes.
Another lame title.
It's, I mean, it's better than what the next title is going to be. I think Halloween
Ends.
Yeah,
I don't know. I like
that's
that one
kind
more.
of a lame title too. But
Yeah,
maybe
I don't
it's
know.
a work in progress.
I don't know who came up with these titles, but so what this title reminds me of is back when we worked at Hollywood Video. Mm-hmm. Whenever a movie, like a big name movie, would come out in theater, we'd always have like a straight to DVD movie.
Yeah.
That would be a very similar title,
But obviously,
but would just be not
everything
the same
else
a
is
rip-off.
completely different.
So, like an example would be Snakes on a Plane.
Yeah,
Came
Snakes
out.
on a Train.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Snakes
I
on a
remember that.
Train.
So
Oh,
bad.
man.
I
So-
mean, Snakes on a Plane wasn't that great either.
Yeah, but people, were excited to see it from like
Mm-hmm.
the trailer and Samuel Jackson and stuff.
Can't go wrong. Yeah.
But then the Snakes on the Train, and some of these, I mean, there was a bunch of them,
Mm-hmm.
but some of these would actually fool people. Like people would rent
Yeah.
these movies thinking that they were the movie in the theater.
Yeah.
I remember like telling people,
People
like,
are not very
that's
smart.
that's not the one you think it is.
No.
And it was always pretty obvious.
I remember
but
having to
only
have
to us.
a disclaimer when Pan's Labyrinth came
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Because people were actually renting that movie thinking it was going to be a children's story about like Peter Pan. Even though if you look at the back, it's plain as day. It says rated R, and
Yeah.
it tells like lists why it's rated R.
Yeah.
People were so mad when they brought that movie back. It was
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Yeah, we had to have that on the like
Yeah.
new release wall.
Yeah,
right?
actually had to have a separate like sign for it. It was pretty bad.
Wow. And I remember a bunch of people coming in all pissed off because it was not in English.
Yeah.
So
Or subs. I
yeah.
gotta read what? Yeah,
There
I
was a
remember that,
bunch
yeah.
of refunds and free rentals that came of that movie.
Yeah, it was bad.
Okay. So anyways, back to Halloween Kills. So this one is starring Jamie Lee Curtis, Anthony Michael Hall, Judy Greer, Kyle Richards. And this is directed by David Gordon Green. He did the last one. And he's also a writer. And guess who's back? Oh,
Danny
yeah.
McBride
Danny
is a
McBride.
writer again. You can tell which parts of his he wrote in the last one. At least.
Yeah, I wonder like what didn't make the 2018 movie. Like what scenes
What he
that-
wrote that just
Yeah.
didn't make the cut.
Yeah, because some of those scenes like they were funny, but unnecessary.
Oh yeah. Most of the quote unquote funny scenes from that movie were from I think like the dad.
Yeah,
And
there's
he
peanut
ended
butter
up
on my
getting
penis.
killed off. So I don't know. That was pretty much like his character that he wrote pretty much for the movie. So
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do. What he's gonna do after that.
Yeah. So what I know is this is going to take place immediately after the last movie. And so, have you seen any pictures?
I saw a couple. I think Jamie Lee Curtis like posted a couple pictures on her like Twitter or something. That were pretty good. I think there was one that she was like dirty, like covered in mud or dirt, and Yeah, I don't remember. It's been a little while since I've seen them, but
Yeah.
I have seen a couple of pictures of it.
Okay.
So
So I saw one that showed Michael like on the porch of the house, engulfed in flames. Like he's not in flames, but the house is,
like
and he's like standing
directly
on the porch.
after the last movie
Yeah,
ended.
yeah. So I'm thinking it's like right away after.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only really way to do it, because what are you going to wait for a couple years for another Halloween?
Yeah.
Like another Halloween to come up, and you know what's he doing?
We've
the
already
whole time?
waited 40 years. Like this movie, the last movie took place 40 years after the original, so
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can't keep having breaks.
Yeah, and I
between their
mean,
movies.
if he's like on fire and stuff, like, what is he gonna like? Just get out of the house and like hang out for a couple years, and then find her
Yeah.
again? Like, so it makes sense for it to take place right away after. What are you kind of looking for in this one? What are you hoping for?
What I am
I
hoping,
have something I'm hoping for.
what I'm hoping for, and I doubt it's gonna go this way, because I think it's too bold for them to do at this point. But I really want them to kill off Laurie.
That's what
Jamie
I
Lee
was gonna
Curtis.
say. Yeah,
And I want at the very end, because I know she's supposed to be in the third one. They can
Yeah.
have her back in like flashbacks or something,
right.
or maybe have her get stabbed, and that's how Halloween Kills ends, and then have her actually die at the beginning of the third one,
Okay.
and then have her granddaughter take over and avenge her death, basically.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
I doubt they're going to do that because, like I said, it's kind of a bold thing to kill off such an iconic character.
Well, they've
like
already
Laurie.
done that.
They did that in Halloween Resurrection. That doesn't count. We
Well, and
disregard that movie altogether.
They did that in Halloween 4, just in conversation.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah,
They didn't
and that
even
was
show
lame
her.
too. They just.
They're just
They
like,
just had her
hey, you
die,
had a
like,
daughter
off
and you
camera."
died somehow. I think it was a car accident or something. They said she died in.
Yeah, and that's lame too. I want them. I want like an epic fight between her and Michael.
Yeah.
And I want Michael to win ultimately because he has to.
Yeah.
He will be in the third one. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for too. And I think I have an idea that I think the whole trilogy, this trilogy, is going to end with both of them dying. Mm-hmm. Like, they're both going to go out in some...
in a blaze of glory.
Yeah.
Michael and the granddaughter, or Michael and
No,
Laurie?
Michael and Laurie.
Oh, and Laurie. Okay.
Yeah.
If she doesn't,
If she doesn't die in this one.
if they don't kill her off in the
Yeah.
end of, yeah. I'm cool with them continuing on the Halloween movies, but
Yeah.
I just you gotta stop her.
Yeah.
Her arc, her
Yeah.
character's done.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. and I think a lot of Halloween fans would agree with that. From what I've heard or read or seen, a lot of people are tired of her character anyways. So if you're trying to appeal to the fans and not just the general public, then that's what you do. But they made so much money with the last movie
Yeah.
that I think they're going to go for that mainstream audience again.
And that's I mean, going back to a different movie, but Scream 4. If we're
Yeah.
talking about the main heroes from 1 through
Yeah,
3.
yeah.
I was hoping that at least one of them would die. in
Yeah, and it
Scream
looked
4.
like...
And it looked like at least 2 of them were going
Yeah,
to at one point,
yeah.
and they didn't.
Yeah. Yeah,
And-
Dewey's died like 3 times
I
or
know.
something.
Yeah, so I was hoping that they would, just do something bold, do something different that's, people would appreciate that more than the studios really think that they would.
Yeah, I think so. Something I'm hoping, besides what we just talked about, is that Michael just goes crazy. Usually I feel like in the Halloween movies, he only kills people just if they're in his path. He's
And that's-
focused on getting somewhere, and if someone gets in the way, then he kills them. I want him to just want to kill everybody. I want him to just go and find people.
Go on a rampage.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
a rampage.
I feel that way too. It's like with the last Halloween movie, because it takes place after the first one, not the second Halloween.
Yeah.
They're not related at all.
Right. No, they're not.
So as far as he is concerned, she is nothing to him. Like
Yeah.
she's she's nothing. It's basically when he breaks out of the psychiatric facility and goes back to Haddonfield, he's not after her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could
He's
argue
not.
that. Yeah.
But she thinks that
Yeah.
he is. Like, she spent the last 40 years obsessing, basically, over the fact that he could break out of the psychiatric facility.
Yeah.
And, you know, completely destroyed her relationship with her daughter because of that. And it's like, yeah, what you went through was traumatic.
Yeah.
But it's been 40 years. Like, come on.
Yeah,
It's not-
that,
at a
you
certain
know.
point, you gotta move on with your life.
Yeah, she's pretty egotistical.
And that's one reason I'd be cool with them just getting rid of her completely. She was a really awesome character, but it's time to end it.
Yeah, pass the torch.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I want. I want him to just go crazy. From what I heard, they're bringing some of the original characters back from the first movie.
Yeah.
Tommy
Doyle.
Doyle.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not going to be Paul Rudd,
No,
unfortunately.
it's not.
I was hoping.
Is it? I heard it's gonna be. Wait. The sheriff? Is the sheriff coming back? I heard rumors about the sheriff coming back.
I don't know if he is or not. I'm not
Okay.
entirely sure. The only
Maybe
one,
that's just a rumor.
yeah, the only one I know for sure is coming back is Tommy Doyle.
Okay.
I know others are coming back from the previous movies, but he's the only one for sure that I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there's Halloween Kills. That one comes out October 16th. All right. What's your next one?
My number 2, we've only gone through 2 of these so far. My number 2 is, okay, so it's titled The Organ Donor,
Oh, yes.
but it is a Saw reboot.
Is it a reboot?
I think it's a reboot. I'm pretty sure they're rebooting it. It's starring Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson, which so I think I'm more intrigued than I am excited about this because I want to see what type of a movie or what type of Saw movie those two can come up with. It is directed by Darren Lynn Bousman, who did Saws 2 through 4. So he is familiar with he's done the good Saw movies basically.
Yeah.
At least 3 of the good Saw movies. He didn't do
Right.
Saw 1, but yeah. So I'm looking forward to that one. I think Chris Rock is a producer and also a writer
Nice.
of it. So it's basically going to be his vision, his interpretation of Saw.
Yeah.
So I am really looking forward to that one. So
Yeah, I'm really curious.
and that one comes out May 15th.
Yeah,
2020.
That's actually not that far away.
I know we should be getting our first trailer for that here coming really soon. So
So yeah, is it? I don't know if it's officially been called a reboot, a remake, or just kind of a part of the Saw,
of the Saw
universe. Or,
yeah,
you know,
I think I'm not entirely sure. We'll know when we get a trailer.
Yeah.
What's going on? But I think it's a Saw reboot.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's
Well,
what it is.
that'd be cool. That's what I would want it to be. Someone kind of started over.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe we can get.
They've got 8 movies out of this.
Yeah.
So it's time to time to do something different.
Yeah.
Maybe not kill off the main villain in the third of 8 movies.
Yeah.
Maybe leave him alone for a while.
Yeah, and he was such a good villain. He had a really cool voice. Mm-hmm. Well, they kept the voice.
I guess they technically kept him around for the entire
Yeah.
series,
It's
but
so
they
unbelievable.
killed off the character in the third movie.
Yeah.
He just made like a bunch of tapes apparently. So.
Man. Okay, anything else about that one you're hoping for, or
Well, I mean, I'm just hoping that it's at least better than the last few that they've made.
yeah.
I enjoyed Saw 7, which was the final chapter. I loved how they wrapped everything up.
Yeah, that was decent. Yeah. With the doctor?
Yeah, I was not a big fan of Jigsaw,
No.
the 8th movie.
Oh my gosh.
The kills were pretty good, but I mean, I don't know, in a Saw movie, that's really all you can really expect.
No.
Or what the kills are going to be.
No. The first two movies and the third one had a great twist.
I really like the fourth one too.
They had great twists.
Yeah, they did.
At the end of those movies. That's why
Yeah.
I like them, because it's like, oh man, what's gonna happen
after a while though?
No, yeah,
the first
then-
couple that's fine, but after like maybe 5,
Yeah, no,
it's pretty much about the kills.
Yeah, no,
It's
I
like,
agree.
You can't really do a good twist for all 8 movies.
yeah. Well, and speaking of Jigsaw, I saw that. Was it the day after I got back from the hospital after having a seizure? Mm-hmm. And I was like heavily medicated, and I still could figure out the ending of the movie like 20 minutes in.
It's not. It wasn't.
They've already
the best
done
twist.
that too.
Yeah,
They've already done that in other. They've probably done it a few times in other movies for that franchise. So.
yeah. It wasn't
Anyways.
the greatest twist, but yeah. So
All right. So the next one I'm looking forward to is Candyman.
yep, it's on my list right here.
So this one is directed by Nia DaCosta. And
Yeah.
is that how you say?
I think
The name?
Nia
Nia.
DaCosta.
Um,
Yeah, and she's basically made one movie.
Oh, all right. She's
Yeah.
very, very
She's
seasoned
new.
director.
Yeah, she's new to the game, and it was last year, and it was a movie I've never heard of. It's called Little Woods. I don't know anything about that
Okay.
one. So
Well,
yeah.
this is looking good. But the reason why I'm looking forward to it, a couple reasons. One, Jordan Peele is a writer.
Yeah, writer and producer of it.
Yeah. And it's Candyman. And Candyman was a really cool movie for what it was in the 90s.
Yeah.
1990, I think, is when it came out.
Yeah, I think it's 92 is what
92?
it happened. Yeah.
The killer is awesome. Tony Todd.
Tony Todd. I
He's
don't
coming
think
back
I
for
don't
this.
think he's Candyman, but he is coming back.
Oh, yeah, he's not.
I don't know.
Candyman.
Yeah, his character's name is like Sticks. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
What is that?
I don't know.
How are they going to have him in the movie
Unless-
and not be Candyman?
Yeah.
That he has to be Candyman. The
They're-
voice.
Yeah,
The
they're
Candyman
throwing us
voice.
off with that name.
Yeah.
Unless we're just completely. Maybe that is his human Candyman movies.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that one as well. That was
Yeah, 92.
yeah.
So what it is described as is a spiritual sequel, in quotes, to the 1992 horror film Candyman that returns to the now gentrified Chicago neighborhood where the legend began. So yeah, the original was really cool. Somehow this is a sequel, but it has the same name. So that's a little confusing.
Well, Halloween.
Yeah,
That was a sequel.
Yeah, I always call it Halloween 2018,
Yeah.
but technically that's
It
not
is.
the title.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess if you wait long enough, you can just name it the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably going to take place like 20, 30 years after the original one.
Yeah,
Because it says that they come back to the town
right.
that it started. So,
Yeah. But yeah, the whole Candyman story and just like his like demeanor and the way he talks and stuff and like the booming voice, you definitely have to see that in theaters to get that full surround sound, as long as they
Yeah.
do it right.
yeah, if they do it right. Which, I'm really hoping that they do.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, with Jordan Peele attached
yeah.
to it, I'm sure it'll be good.
Yeah. And yeah, that's what kind of got me even more excited. He's still new. Mm-hmm. I mean, you got
Yeah.
him and this one movie director doing this one, so
Yeah.
not a lot of experience going here, but the two movies he did were, in my opinion, both
Yeah.
both
We'll
very
talk
good.
about
We'll talk about that
one of
another
them.
time.
Yes.
But
But,
yeah, that's Candyman. Anything else you wanted to say about that one?
Not really. I mean, we pretty much said. I mean, we don't really know a whole lot about it yet.
Yeah.
Again, we haven't gotten a preview for this one either.
Yeah.
So, I don't think we've gotten a preview for really any of the movies that we've talked about so far.
Not the one so far.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you looking forward to? What's your third?
So my number 3, I'm just gonna use one. It's gonna be The Invisible Man. Is my number 3 on here. I love the concept, the idea of the movie. It's, as far as I know, it's been a while since I've read the story of The Invisible Man.
You actually read the story?
I did years
Oh,
ago.
wow.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah,
That's
years and
old.
years. Yeah, it is an old book. Yes.
How old are you?
Let's not get into that. But yeah, so the story, like I said, it's been years since I've read it, so I don't know if it's exactly following that story.
Right.
But it's basically about a man who quote unquote commits suicide and stalks his ex. I mean, that's a basic idea of what the movie is. It's a lot more than that from the preview that we've seen. But yeah, I think it looks really good. I know Universal was trying to do this whole dark universe with like the Mummy. And The Invisible Man is a part of that whole thing.
Okay.
Like Frankenstein and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I don't know if they're attaching this to that.
Right.
Or if it's going to be like a standalone, because The Mummy didn't do very well. So
Yeah, I totally
I
forgot
think that
that
they-
even was a thing.
yeah,
I mean, I like the
It had-
the Mummy with
the '90s Mummy.
Brandon Fraser.
Brandon Fraser. Yeah,
that was a good one.
Yeah, that is definitely not what this last one was. I wish they had kind of kept with the whole horror aspect of it instead of going like action.
Oh,
Maybe-
action. Oh, Tom
It
Cruise.
did, yeah,
right?
Tom Cruise,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I didn't want to see that.
Yeah, maybe get rid of Tom Cruise. I like Tom Cruise, but he doesn't fit the horror mummy genre.
No,
So.
not at all.
But yeah, so it is directed by Leah Whannell, who you may know. The movies he's directed is Insidious Chapter 3 and the movie Upgrade, which came out I think a year ago.
Oh, I heard
year or two
Upgrade
ago.
was pretty good.
But he is directly involved with the Saw franchise.
Oh man,
He produced.
the Saw people getting around here.
Yeah, he produced it, like pretty much almost all of the Saw movies. He wrote a good portion of them as well.
Oh,
At least the first few, which were the good ones.
okay.
And like all 4 of the Insidious movies. He's
There's 4?
Yeah, there's 4.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're probably gonna make another one here soon
Oh
too.
my gosh.
But yeah, so he doesn't have much experience with being a director, but his producing and writing is pretty good.
Okay.
So
Cool. Well, I've seen that movie.
Yeah, you got an
yeah,
early
there was a pre-screening that I was able to go to. All I'll say is
Can't-
it's good.
yeah, can't talk about it,
No,
but yeah.
no, I've I've signed a secrecy document. They're actually probably knocking on the door right now because I said it was good. So, but no, definitely check it out. I know I'm gonna see it again. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that one. When does that come out? Did you
That
already
one
say?
comes out February 28th, so next month,
Okay.
end of next month.
Wow, that's. Oh yeah,
That's
I
soon.
knew that. Because like when I saw it, I looked at the release date and I was like, oh wow, I'm seeing this like 4 months before it
Yeah.
actually is out. So I'm wondering if there's going to be some differences.
There
too.
might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
'Cause-
might have had the screener just. Did they have you like fill anything out?
Yeah.
Or like what? Okay.
Yeah, I had to
So-
fill out like a survey. It was like a couple pages.
Yeah.
Some short answers, some essay, some 5 paragraph.
True false question, multiple choice.
Yeah.
You know.
I had to give some
All of the
references. There was even some math calculations. It was crazy.
Oh man.
But no, they did say that it wasn't finished. They were still in the editing process while they were doing it. So
Yeah.
they even said like some of it might be loud, because they didn't even
Okay.
they weren't done
It's a
editing
theater,
it.
so I hope it's loud.
Yeah. Like more loud than it should be, or you might think it
They
should
give you
be.
any like
So-
earbuds or something like that, just in case it gets too
Yeah,
loud.
some noise canceling headphones. Yeah, no. It definitely was loud though. That's really funny that they said that because at times I was like, "Wow, this is loud." And that's not a spoiler.
It could be, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyways, yeah, that's a good one. I'll be watching it again. Recommend it. The next one I'm looking forward to. I've got a couple. We're gonna go with Terrifier 2.
Oh man, I was wondering if that was gonna make your list. It didn't make mine, but I figured that it might make yours.
Yeah. If you haven't seen Terrifier, I'm sure some of you haven't. It's definitely
It was
a tough one to watch.
Straight to video on demand type of movie.
Yeah.
But it is on Netflix, so
Yeah.
definitely check it out if you haven't seen it.
Yeah. I mean, if you can handle it.
It did get kind of crazy at some points.
Oh
for
my
sure.
gosh, the whole movie is crazy.
Yeah, no, it was definitely intense. The first one. We
Yeah.
won't have any information about the second one yet.
No.
Other than it comes out this year. I don't even know if they have a release date for it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. No, it still says it's filming.
Okay. Well, this might be a good one for 2021.
Well, it says 2020.
Yeah,
on
well,
the IMDb. app.
Okay. Yeah, those things can get pushed back.
Yeah. Well, it's still filming. The same guy is playing the Art the Clown.
Yeah.
Which he did so good.
Yeah, I that was one thing I did like about the movie. I mean, I did like the movie, Terrifier, and Art was. Every time he was on the screen, I couldn't like take my eyes off of the character because I wasn't sure what was going to happen with him.
Yeah.
There's some really like uneasy scenes with him, especially towards the beginning before you even know, before you even see anything happen with him. They're just like, what is wrong with this guy?
He's like a mime clown.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He pretty much he is. He doesn't really talk at all in the entire movie.
No. His little tiny hat.
Yeah, they did a really good job with the makeup on his character for sure.
Yeah.
I personally thought he was a creepier clown than Pennywise.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna lay it out there for everybody.
Yeah, he's scary.
He's an actual human being, and so which already makes him scarier because he's actually real.
Yeah.
Like you know, he's not some alien from.
Yeah. Well, so
another-
far, he's not.
Yeah.
Who knows where they will go?
I don't want to give any spoilers for that movie, but yeah. That's why I'm kind of hesitant about Terrifier 2.
Yeah.
Because of where they went with Terrifier 1.
Yeah. So there's, just a disclaimer. If you haven't seen it and you're going to watch it, there is a scene that I think it's very famous for that is very intense. So the original movie, I thought it was really good, but I thought that they could kind of like, I feel like each kill scene was extended by like 10 seconds. Mm-hmm. Like you would see him kill somebody and then it's like, okay,
and then he would
just continue and continue.
Yeah,
like
I
at one
know
point he
what
had a
scene you're
saw and he
talking
was just
about.
sawing and sawing and
Yeah.
sawing. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess
it
it's
was-
realistic because it wouldn't be that easy to saw somebody in half.
It's true.
But man, it was crazy how. Oh my gosh! So I'm
Yeah.
hoping, which definitely is why that movie stood out to me, and the art, who was just awesome, and I just found myself laughing, but at the same time like creeped out.
Yeah.
Because, like,
because
imagine
the
that
character
guy.
alone-
Yeah, imagine
Yeah.
him like sitting in that restaurant with you, like, and just staring at you and making
Yeah.
these like weird faces.
Weird faces and that's the scene I was like just talking about, how it was before anything happened with the character himself, and he's just like basically stalking these two girls and sits across from them at a dining restaurant.
Yeah, like a pizza spot.
Yeah, and he's just like staring at him the entire time, making these weird creepy faces. But they're not even creepy I mean, he's just like smiling and stuff. So
Well,
I mean,
his teeth are
it's-
crazy looking. They're like, I don't even know. They're like spikes or something.
Oh, man.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, I'm looking forward to this one. I don't have really any expectations. The first one ended to the point where, okay, yeah, there could be a sequel. And so I was hoping there would be. It definitely got like a cult following in the horror community. So we'll see. We'll see what it's like. I'm thinking it's going to come out around Halloween. Cause
it'll come out in
when
October. If it's gonna, if it comes out this year, it'll be October for sure.
Because that's when the first one is set. It's set on Halloween night. Mm-hmm. So I would, I hope it comes out in October.
Yeah, and this one will take place right after that.
Yeah,
It'll be the night after Halloween night, November 1st.
Oh man.
All right.
What's the next one?
So the next one that I have, I was kind of holding off on this one because
just do it.
I have some more like kind of obscure horror movies on here.
All right. Well, we can do them both.
I kind of wanted to get to at some point, but the next one on my the next one on my list is A Quiet Place Part 2.
Oh, I knew it was going to be on your list.
Yeah, it was literally number 5 on my list. Like
perfect.
Yeah. This one, I mean, if you haven't seen A Quiet Place, watch it. It's really good. It takes place, I don't know if it's right after Quiet Place Part 1, but it's definitely it's a sequel. But it's also kind of a prequel as well.
What?
You said you saw the preview for it.
Oh yeah. No, yeah.
How the preview started.
I know what you're talking about.
It starts on like day 1 of this whole thing, and then it goes to the present time, which I like that more than just having a prequel.
Yeah.
Give us a little bit of both.
That's kind of what Bird Box did.
A little bit
back and forth.
This
did it go back
far
and forth?
superior movie than Bird Box. Yeah. I think it did like very briefly.
Yeah.
Went back, but yeah, this Quiet Place Part 1 was a million times better. We're gonna lose viewers or listeners because I said that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks really good. The same, well, I don't want to say the same people come back because one of them doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Emily Blunt comes back, and she also Cillian Murphy is in it. He was Scarecrow in the Batman movies.
Yeah.
He was in 28 Days Later. So he's got some experience in the horror genre. He's a really good actor too.
Yeah.
And it is directed by John Krasinski.
All right, good.
Again, which I kind of wanted him to be in this sequel, but obviously if you've seen the Part 1, he might be in the prequel part of it. He could make an appearance at some point.
Yeah.
But he's literally only directed A Quiet Place. That was his first movie he did.
These rookie directors
doing
some good stuff.
He did a couple episodes of The Office. If you don't know who John Krasinski is, he's Jim from The Office.
Yeah, that's a scary show.
It is. It's a horror show for sure. That one comes out on March 20th, so we're about 2 months away from that one coming out.
Nice.
2.5 months. Yeah, so that is my number 4.
I don't know. I lost count.
I did too. I think we're on number 4.
Okay. All right. So I have to confess, A Quiet Place. I fell asleep watching it.
You gotta rewatch it.
I think it got a little too quiet. No, we had seen Bird Box like a couple of days before watching A Quiet Place.
That was your mistake.
Yeah. Well, I watched Bird Box because everybody was hyping it up, and I was like, okay, this wasn't that good at all. And then
it was good for a Netflix movie.
Yeah.
It's not something that you're going to go to the theaters to see.
No.
But if it's already on your TV, put it on.
Yeah. And so was disappointed, and then I had heard of A Quiet Place before, but hadn't seen it. And then I was seeing things like, oh, this is a ripoff of A Quiet Place and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, well, let's see if this one is any good. Mm-hmm. So put that on, and I ended up falling asleep. So
you got to rewatch it. You still haven't finished it? Or
no.
Oh, man.
No. Fell asleep.
So did you even get to the point where...
Yeah, I saw the end.
Oh, okay.
I saw the end.
So did I just spoil that part for you?
No, I saw the end. And like, I don't know, 20 minutes of the beginning, or I don't know.
Wow.
I can't remember.
You missed the entire middle portion.
Yeah. I mean, it's a really quiet movie, so.
Well, yeah. It's a quiet place, so.
All right, so the next one, what I am looking forward to is Bronze, The Boy 2.
Oh, okay. That didn't make my list.
Have you seen The Boy?
I have seen The Boy, and there's a reason it didn't make my list.
Okay, so did The Boy ever make it to theaters?
Yeah, it was in theaters.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you think The Boy 2 is going to be in theaters?
It will probably be in. I know they just released a trailer
Yeah.
like recently for it.
I mean, it's
I
gotta
haven't
be in
watched it
theaters
yet.
then.
Well, I mean, it could still be a video on demand movie.
Yeah, I guess.
But I think that it will be in theaters. I know
Nice.
Katie Holmes is in it, and
What?
she doesn't really.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think she's the main character
Should
in
have
this
done
one.
my homework.
It's on your list, I know. It's not even on my list then either. But yeah. So
Oh, yeah, Katie Holmes.
I wasn't a huge fan of the first one. I thought it was kind of.
Was the first one
Kinda lame.
PG-13?
It was, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. This
All
one
right.
is too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Um,
fine. I'm fine with
yeah.
that being a PG-13 movie.
Yeah.
There really wasn't anything in it to make it R. So, yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I enjoyed the first one. Mm-hmm. I just thought it was going to be your typical run-of-the-mill creepy doll
Yeah.
type of movie. And it was to a certain extent, but honestly, I like Brahms more than Annabelle, like the actual doll himself, because he's more of like a normal-looking doll,
Yeah.
and it's not like
Well-
obviously creepy.
The doll that they used in Annabelle is not. So the Annabelle doll is supposedly quote unquote a like real doll. It's in the what are their names? The Conjuring. They have a museum,
Yeah.
like a legit museum, and they have Annabelle in like a
Oh, yeah.
behind like a glass
Oh yeah. No, I know that.
and it's a completely different doll. It's like a Raggedy Ann doll.
Oh,
Is
really?
what the real doll is. Yeah.
Oh. So what's this other doll?
So this Annabelle doll is just a doll for the movies.
Oh,
basically.
Oh, okay. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
anyways.
the Raggedy Ann doll is not nearly as scary though.
Yeah,
So you can't
okay.
really make
Okay. So the Annabelle doll for the Annabelle movies,
yeah.
is more obviously creepy, I think, than Brahms.
Yeah.
And he's only creepy because of how he just pops up in different places. You know, he's just kind of sitting there.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
then all of a sudden he's kind of like sitting somewhere else.
Oh man.
Or,
They literally move the doll from place to place
hey,
between
but
scenes.
who did it? You think Brahms got up and walked around? I did want to see him get up and walk around. That would have been cool. But you can't do that in
I think
every doll movie.
yeah, no.
That's only for Chucky, I guess.
Yeah, I think what they were doing with that movie, Dead Silence, did a little bit better.
Oh, better?
Yeah, I like Dead Silence, but that was a movie that basically like it's a possessed doll,
Yeah.
but you don't actually ever see it move.
Dead Silence, right?
Yeah, Dead Silence. Yeah, and I love that aspect of it. We don't need a doll that moves around like Chucky
Okay.
in every movie.
Yeah.
But I think
It's basically Slappy. Did you see the?
yeah.
Have you seen Slappy?
I have. Yeah, goosebumps. Man.
Yeah, they just pretty much ripped him off. I mean, he walked around though, so
Yeah.
he's better.
But I just think that The Boy is basically kind of. That's why I didn't like it that much, is because it
Yeah.
just reminded me too much of Dead Silence, in
Okay.
that you don't see the doll moving,
Yeah.
but he obviously does move.
Yeah.
And he's possessed.
But wait,
But-
is he? Do you remember the ending to that movie?
I do a little bit. Remember
that's
how
why I
that
loved
movie
it.
ending, how that movie ends.
Yeah.
Um,
That's why I liked it the most, and I'm just gonna spoil it right now.
oh man, movie's been out for a couple years.
Yeah.
If y'all haven't seen it by now, you're probably not going to anyway.
Well, you better, because the new one's coming out.
That's true.
It comes out on February 21st,
Okay.
so we're looking
A lot
at
of like early part of the year horror movies that we have on our list.
So who knows what's gonna happen later in the year?
Man,
There might
I
be
know.
more announcements.
Yeah, I'm sure. Because when I looked up IMDb for the movies that are coming out this year, Terrifier 2 wasn't even on there. So
Yeah, that's true. I
So
don't
I'm
think
sure there's
it'll
a lot
ever
of
be on
movies.
any list.
probably
I think
not.
That one that's like a underground 8mm
underground
like
hit.
snuff film or something. But okay, so the boy, Brahms, he's like this doll is in this, mansion or castle or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's moving around. You think the doll is like all creepy, and then it comes to the end, and then this dude breaks through the wall. And he's wearing the Brahms face.
That's right.
And he's been living in between the walls. Mm-hmm. And he's like trying to attack the main character.
He's just moving the doll from place to
yeah,
place.
Maybe. It reminded me of the people under the stairs.
Yeah.
With the living in the walls,
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow, what a twist to put. I've never seen that before. So I thought that was cool. And then there's like this action fight scene at the end with, her and the actual Brahms, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who that guy was. I can't remember.
So is this basically going to be the boy 1 again? Like, we've already seen this person.
That one isn't called The Boy 1.
Well, okay, the boy. But I'm just saying, is the sequel going to basically just be the first one again?
Yeah,
with
I
like
don't
somebody
know.
else? Because it's a different actress.
Yeah. I'm just hoping that guy breaks through the wall again. Like Kool-Aid
We're going to
Man.
get the exact same story.
As long as that happens.
Different actress.
So here's the synopsis. After a family moves into the Hillshire mansion, their young son soon makes friends with a lifelike doll named Brahms. So that sounds like a family film.
Yeah. Hey, everyone, bring your kids to this movie.
Yeah.
It's
Their
the
young
whole
son
family.
makes friends with a lifelike doll. How nice.
Oh, man. So I guess it's slightly different in that I think the first one, they hired a nanny for their son.
Yeah.
So this one, I
And it
guess
was
they moved
Brahms.
out at this point, and the family moved in, and apparently they left their son there. It's kind of messed up, but
Man, poor Brahms. No wonder he's pissed. All right, so that one is directed by William Brent Bell and written by Stacy Manier. Okay, so what else are you looking forward to? I think this is your last one.
I gotta make it good then. My others have been amazing, by the way.
Yeah,
But
they've been pretty good.
my number 5, which actually on my list is number 7. Okay. All right, it's been moved down because you took, I think, a couple of mine.
Oh.
But mine is Antlers. Antlers. Yes.
Yeah, this is not a red-nosed reindeer.
This is not
This is not your Rudolph.
no, this is not your Christmas story for sure. Yeah. It's about a small town teacher and her brother become entwined with a student harboring a dangerous secret with frightening consequences. That is exactly what IMDb said of it.
Okay.
The trailer looks pretty intense. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one, I mean, we don't know a whole lot about the plot other than what I just said.
Yeah.
They kind of kept that, they're keeping that kind of secret right now.
Yeah.
And it looks really good. I am looking forward to that one. That one has Carrie Russell, who was in the Americans Bedtime Stories, and she was Felicity in the TV show Felicity. The director, his name is Scott Cooper. So this is like the first time he's done an actual horror movie. The other movies he did was Crazy Heart.
Oh, nice.
Jeff Bridges.
That was a good one.
Back in the day. Out of the Furnace, which is
know
another
that
good one. That was Christian Bale.
Oh.
This was like a few years ago, not too long ago. And Black Mass with Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
So this is the first time he's tackling horror. So, and it looks pretty good. So
right.
I'm looking forward to that one. That one comes out April 17th. So again, I don't think we've gone past like June at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe for like Halloween.
Well, yeah, Halloween.
And I think, quote unquote, the organ donor is probably going to be. Well, no, that's May.
Yeah, May 15th.
And then Conjuring September. So I mean, we still haven't really
Yeah.
We still have like
There's
October.
gonna be some summer horror movies, I would guess.
Yeah.
And then you got all your straight to
Straight
Netflix
to
and
the
straight
VOD,
to Hulu and straight to Crackle and
straight to Shudder. For our horror fans out
Yes,
there, since
straight
this
to
is a
Shudder.
horror podcast.
straight to YouTube. Okay, yeah. So I'm looking at Antlers right now on IMDb, and it says it's completed, but not yet screened.
It actually says that on there?
Yeah, it actually says that. Not yet screened.
Wow.
So
okay.
if I get any sort of
Oh, man.
screening passes, I'll let you know. So yeah, that one looks cool. The I know Guillermo del Toro, I think, is involved.
He's producing it, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I think you might be right.
I think he's producing it.
Okay. I just remember in the
I know he's doing something this
trailer.
year. I'm not sure if it's
yeah,
that
he's
one.
I just looked it up. He's
Okay.
producing. Yeah. Wow, I did not expect him to look like that.
You've never seen his
No.
picture before?
No. I did not expect him to look like that. I thought he was going to be like a super Hispanic dude. All right.
With that
Guess
name.
not. Yeah.
Man, that is racist.
Hey. Judge a name. All right, anything else on that one? wanna
For
mention?
Antlers, that's really all I've got for that one. Cause,
Okay.
I mean, I gave a description and
Yeah.
yeah, it just looks really good. So I'm hoping it's going to be as good as it looks, maybe better.
Yeah. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah.
I think it'll be cool. Okay, so my next one, I think it's my final,
Your fifth and final one.
fifth and final. This one's going to surprise you.
Here we go.
Fear Street.
Okay. The R.L. Stein.
Yes.
They're supposed to be making a trilogy
Yeah.
of those. And from IMDb, it's weird because I think it's showing Fear Street 1 and 2 comes out in the same month.
Yeah, they're doing the trilogy within 3 months.
That's crazy.
Yeah, one after the other, a month later. Did you ever read any of the Fear Street
I did.
books? You did?
Yeah.
It's like your more
More
teen
horror. Slightly adult Goosebumps. But not really.
Yeah.
It's
I
like-
wonder what it's going to be rated, because it doesn't have a
It'll-
rating.
It'll probably be PG-13.
You think so?
Yeah. It's not
Wasn't
gonna...
Goosebumps PG-13?
No, Goosebumps was PG.
Oh, was it?
Scary Stories was PG-13. I know, yeah,
Okay.
our Fear Street's like right in between Goosebumps and Scary Stories as
Yeah.
far as kids literature.
You don't think there's going to be like a bunch of gore and language and...
Oh yeah, it'll definitely be all of that and sex and
Yeah.
it'll
Good.
definitely have everything.
All right. Awesome. Maybe some drug content.
Yeah.
Extreme partying. Okay, so it says it's a murder mystery, or this is the synopsis. A murder mystery shakes up the town of Shadyside, Ohio. Feature adaptation of R.L. Stein's book series. So there's a murder. Hey, you might see some crazy stuff with that.
I hope so.
All right, it's directed by Lee Janiak. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's written by like 6 people.
Okay.
So I'm not going to name all their
R.L.
names.
Stein, one of them.
Oh, I'm sure he's credited for characters.
Yeah.
Or it says based on the book by R.L. Stein.
Okay.
So he is credited as a
Look up the
writer.
director real quick. I want to see
Okay.
what he's done.
Let's see. We've got Honeymoon, Yoga Report, Fighting. That was a good one.
Okay.
It's kind of a funny story.
Okay.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that movie.
And Scream, the series.
Oh, the series.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I like the
not
first
bad.
couple seasons of that.
yeah, so she's got
was
she's
decent.
got some stuff going on. She was born in 1980, so she's pretty young.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that one definitely see that with the kids. You know, family friendly.
Well,
Murder
let's hope so. Anyway. I mean, we could be totally off on
Yeah.
this one.
I'm hoping it's like super intense.
Yeah.
That would
I
be
am
funny.
too. I mean, we're the ones that grew up on
Yeah.
that, so that's kind of what I was hoping for. Like Scary Stories was
Yeah.
more of a mature. Although I think we talked about this one before, that the rating for that they didn't really know who they were targeting.
Yeah.
because it kind of had some pretty intense moments, but it was
Right.
also a PG-13 movie.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and yeah, like we were saying, it's like it was a Goosebumps movie with some intense scenes, and then it went back to being like a Disney Channel exclusive, and then went to adult, and then
Yeah.
it went kind of to Sesame Street, and then so it was
jumped
all over
around
the place.
everywhere.
Yeah, it was good though. It was entertaining.
it was, yeah.
Okay, so that's my last one. Let me see if we there's some other ones. Last Night in Soho. That's
I've heard of that one.
that's by what's his name? Edgar Wright.
Yeah,
The Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz and
yeah.
all those.
That's literally all that I know about this movie.
Yeah.
Is the director,
Yeah.
Edgar Wright.
And that it's a psychological horror is what they're calling it.
Okay.
So I mean, just that alone, I'm kind of intrigued. Mm-hmm. That one comes out September 25th.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're getting a little later in the year.
Yeah, a little bit.
And then we got Escape Room, the next
Escape
one.
Room 2.
Yeah. Escape Room 2.
I enjoyed the first one. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. It was
For
decent.
yeah, I mean for a January horror movie,
Yeah.
it was good.
Yeah.
PG-13 like type of, but yeah, I thought it was good. There is one on here that I literally know.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
nothing about.
Oh, maybe I don't know.
Other, I mean, I have a couple on here besides my top 5, but these are like my honorable mentions.
Okay.
But there is one. Literally the only thing that I know is the director. We don't know anything about it on IMDb. There's nothing. But the
Okay.
movie is called *Malignant*,
Oh yeah.
and the director is James Wan. And
Oh yeah.
we're
We're gonna bring back.
bring back The Conjuring. Sorry.
We're bringing back Saw too.
Yeah, and Saw. Yeah,
Saw is everywhere.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But James Wan is one of my favorite modern day horror directors out
Yeah.
there. He's really good. He did the first 2 Conjuring movies. Not doing the third one, unfortunately.
Right.
And he at least did Saw 1.
Yeah.
I think he may have did Saw 2 no, he didn't do Saw 2 because Darren Lynn did that one. But I think, yeah, he did do the first one. He's gone into the superhero world. He directed Aquaman as well.
Oh. Really?
Yeah. But yeah, he's really good. So I literally don't know anything about that one. Other than that, it does come out in August 14th. Is when it's expected. That's what it says, expected.
I wonder if it's been
August
screened
14th.
yet.
I don't know. I don't know where you're checking on IMDb
Yeah,
for that information. Because I've never seen if a movie's been screened or not.
Yeah. That's the first time I saw that too. Okay, another one that I thought you were gonna mention, The New Mutants,
Yeah, it didn't make my top 10.
because you're the superhero guy.
That may have been like an honorable mention at some point.
Okay.
But yeah, the trailer did drop. Well,
Just came out a couple days ago.
it's a weird thing because this movie was supposed to have come out like a couple years ago.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So they released the trailer for it like 2.5 years ago
What?
for this movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like a teaser trailer for it.
Okay.
But it's done by Fox,
Yeah.
and that was made right before the whole Disney
Oh yeah.
buying out Fox thing.
Yeah.
So they kind of scrapped it for a while.
Yeah.
They weren't sure if they're going to actually do it at all. Because it's supposed to be like a horror,
Yeah.
like a X-Men like horror
Yeah.
type movie.
Yeah.
And this new trailer that dropped, it does look really good. I'm just a little hesitant on it because of the whole it belonging to Disney now. and
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to turn out.
Yeah. They probably hacked it up like crazy.
Yeah.
To
The trailer still looks
cut it down.
looks pretty creepy,
Yeah, it does.
but yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm surprised that wasn't higher up. You're just
Yeah,
a little,
it wasn't-
little worried about it.
Yeah, I mean, I want to like it, but
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to turn out.
Yeah. So one more that I heard is coming out this year is another Wrong Turn movie.
That one definitely did not make my top 10 list. I did hear about that. I've literally only liked the first one.
Yeah. I'd have to, I have to watch the first one again. I don't think I've seen any of the other ones.
I've seen up to like I think this is gonna be like Wrong Turn 7 or something like that. Maybe even 8.
How many wrong turns are you gonna make?
I know, seriously. Come on.
Get back on
Get back on track. But there was one, I think the last one I saw was, I think, like number 4 or something like that.
Oh,
so
it's
I did
called
watch
Wrong Turn: The Foundation.
The Foundation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe this is like a prequel.
A prequel to
We're gonna
an
figure out
movie arc.
We're gonna figure out who these crazy
Who the Foundation
people are.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Can't wait.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna end on that one.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay, so this has been our premiere episode.
First official
yes
podcast.
Yes. This is what we're calling Scare Talk,
Yes.
and hope you guys can check some of these movies out, and hopefully you end up listening to us some more. I have not set up a Facebook page or Twitter.
You get around to that at some point.
Or MySpace or
Yeah, we
like
got to
that.
do a MySpace. Maybe even a
So-
name.
yeah, we're gonna have and LinkedIn. I think I'll have a LinkedIn page. But
This
anyways,
counts as a career, right?
anyways, we'll set those up and we'll let you guys what those are. Let you know what those are. But for now, that is it. This has been Scare Talk.
Have a good night.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.